Hi, this is Colton from whiplashpc.com. Today we have the Gigabyte 890FXA UD5. It says on the box it has a 3-year warranty. It supports up to a 6-core AMD Phenom 2 processor, AM3 of course. Looks like a pretty solid board. The box looks nice. It's ultra durable. It has the USB 3.0, the SATA 3.0. It has all Japanese solid capacitors that are supposed to last up to 50,000 hours at, I believe, 50 Celsius. It supposedly has a feature where you can charge your iPhone, iPad, anything in that area while the machine's off. It has a new feature that it won't give the power to the USB. It won't shut down the power to the USB while your system is off. So put that over here. It comes in a solid white box, pretty clean. This can support 3-way crossfire. I'm not sure if it goes 3-way SLI as well because it is an AMD board, so don't expect that. I don't even think it will go SLI. I think it will only go ATI crossfire. And I know it will run one nvidia card, but a lot of people out there like to run 2 and go on a platform called SLI, and this motherboard probably won't run that just because it's an AMD chipset. And AMD usually doesn't have the patent from nvidia to go SLI. But right now we have a Gigabyte driver. You can install that when you load up. You have the manual. It's a pretty clean manual. It basically just shows you how to install the RAM, how to plug the power in, the 8-pin, the 24-pin. It shows you how to get around in your BIOS. It might show you how to overclock it. I'm not really going to go through because it's manual and you guys want to see the board. But it just shows you some of the features of the board. It's got a multilingual installation guidebook. Right here we have a IDE connector, 2 SATA connectors, another additional 2 SATA connectors. We have a Gigabyte sticker. It almost wanted to come off on me. It's alright looking. I don't know. I mean, I don't see myself putting that on a brand new case, but if you have an older case and you're saying, hey, what the heck, I want to put it inside the case or on the outside so people can see it, go for it. It has a very nice back Q panel, the Q shield. It's very nice. It's got the USB connectors. It shows the little logos. Feels pretty solid. Not bad. Okay, now we're coming to the main motherboard. This is also looking pretty good. This is a Gigabyte. It's very pretty from the looks of it. Let me pull it out of this wrapper here and put it on the anti-static shield. It doesn't have a CPU shield, which I'm surprised. I noticed that right off the bat. It's black, like for where you put the processor at, but usually there's a shield, if some of you are familiar with it, that protects it, and I don't see one on here, which is kind of surprising. Maybe they forgot it at the factory, but because usually boards have it. I believe this supports up to DDR 1800 or something like that. I'm going to run DDR3 1333, so it runs fine and I don't have to overclock it, because once you get up to 1600 you usually have to overclock it for it to recognize what it's at, and I don't like to overclock on a board that I need to be super stable. If it was a gaming rig, go for it. But you have one PCI Express X16, another additional X16 right here. This is a PCI Express X4. It'll run fine, but it won't be running at full potential. This is a PCI Express X8, so obviously it's 4 more than the last one. So you can run 16, 16, 8, which is pretty good if you're running 3-way crossfire. Say you want to run 4 video cards and they're single slot, that shouldn't be a problem either. You're going to have X16, X16, X4, X8. It might go X8, X8, X4, X4 if you run all 4 of them, because some motherboards do that. But the actual quality of the board is pretty good. And I mean, it's very solid. It's a very nice board. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 SATA 6 GB ports. It has 2 IDE, or I guess it would be 1 IDE connection and 1 floppy connection. It has a CPU fan connector. It has a chassis fan connector, another chassis fan connector, and an additional chassis fan connector down there. Down here is where you plug your things in that you need in. The sound card is supposed to be pretty good on this. It's that Dolby Digital, it said, or something like that. But it has up to a 7.1. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it looks like 6 or 7 USB 3.0 connections. It's got the SPDIF connection and the peer-to-peer, whatever that is, P2P USB mouse connector. But other than that, it looks like a pretty solid board. I'll give you the back view. It's pretty clean. And this is the Gigabyte FXA UD5. Thanks for viewing.